Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality and the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Give to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Put yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Commodores have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. He's got it down the middle. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. First play of the drive wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. On the move, he fires. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
That's caught. It's Alexander. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. And the Gamecocks have a 1st down.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. That's caught. It's Harbor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hoskins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Just a short pass to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll give it to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that...
There he goes! Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. And they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
After taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. To the air, it's Pavia. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Takes the easy one to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down and 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground with the counter. Oh, out of space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum.
Wide open spaces. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Bennett. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Pavia. Pocket breaking down. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
The give to the single back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Quick completion on the out. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they want a few down.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions.
It's a seam wide open. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field.
Let's go.
With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 10 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Bringing the heat. 1st down and more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Alexander.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd down, going up top. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep this.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Fires one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.